Eleanor's got all the latest news.
Hello, and welcome to the JumpStart News Network. I'm Eleanor. I'm just practicing for my news report. It's terribly busy here in the studio, and I could use another reporter to help me write my news stories. I'll provide 4 story ideas. I need you to choose a topic, research it, and then help me write a news report about it. Can you help me? These story ideas just came in. Choose one and let's dig up the dirt. Web page. CJ's Cool Polar Page. Welcome to CJ's Cool Polar Page. Read about my trip to the North Pole and the South Pole. The North Pole and the South Pole are very cold. They're full of ice and snow. On my way to the North Pole, I stayed in a house made of ice. It's called an igloo. I saw polar bears on my trip. Polar bears live near the North Pole. Polar bears are white, and they eat fish and seals. I saw penguins too. Penguins live near the South Pole. Penguins are birds, but they do not fly. Penguins swim and catch fish. Do you know how I traveled in the snow? Dogs pulled a sled for me. The North Pole and the South Pole are nice places to visit. But remember to wear warm clothes. Now it's time to write 4 sentences for the report. I'll ask a question, and you drag tiles up to the writing board to make sentences that answer the question. Is it hot at the North Pole? The North Pole is cold. Oh, you captured what we need to say. What did CJ see at the North Pole? CJ saw polar bears. That's brilliant! That sentence is going into our store. Where do penguins live? Penguins live near the South Pole. That's brilliant! That sentence is going into our store. Do penguins fly? Penguins do not fly. Good work. The story is done, and now we can go on the air. The North Pole is cold. CJ saw polar bears. Penguins live near the South Pole. Penguins do not fly. Your story was really concise, to the point. I hope you'll accept these power peanuts as my thanks. Do you want to stay here and write the news, or go out there and make the news? Storybook. Edison's new friends. Edison looked out the window and saw a big truck outside. Uh-oh, some people are moving in next door, he said. Let's go meet them, said CJ. You go, CJ, said Edison. I don't want to. Don't be scared, said CJ. It's fun to make new friends. New people teach us new things. So CJ and Edison went next door to meet their new neighbors. Hi, welcome to our town, said CJ. This is Edison, and my name is CJ. Hi, my name is Benny, said the new boy. He had bright red hair. Here comes my sister, said Benny. The girl came down a ramp in her wheelchair. Hi, I'm Sharon, she said. Nice to meet you. Do you like to fly kites? I love to fly kites, said Edison. I will show you a nice park near here. It's perfect for kites. You see, said CJ, sometimes new people are a lot like you. What did Edison see out the window? Edison saw a big truck. That's brilliant! That sentence is going into our store. What color is Benny's hair? Benny has brown hair. Do you think that sentence has... Oh, you captured what we need to say. What does Edison love to fly? Edison loves to fly. You are a hard-hitting journalist. Where will Edison and Sharon go? They will go. Good work. The story is done, and now we can go on the air. Edison saw a big truck. Benny has red hair. Edison loves to fly kites. They will go to the park. Your story was really concise, to the point. I hope you'll accept these Power Peanuts as my thanks. More story ideas are coming into the newsroom all the time. Do you want to do some more report? Encyclopedia. The ocean. The ocean covers most of the earth. Most of the world's water is in the ocean, but we can't drink it. It has too much salt for us. Many wonderful things live in the ocean. Many kinds of fish live there. Whales and dolphins live in the ocean too. Whales and dolphins are mammals, not fish. The ocean is very deep. We can go under the water in a submarine. We get food and many other things from the ocean. The ocean even helps to make rain. The heat of the sun changes water to a gas. The gas is like the steam from very hot bath water. The gas in the air forms clouds. When clouds cool down, they release rain and snow. Some rain runs off of the land and right back into the ocean. What covers most of the earth? The ocean covers most of the earth. You are a hard-hitting journalist. What lives in the ocean? Fish live in the ocean. Oh, you captured what we need to say. Are dolphins fish? Dolphins are mammals. You have a nose for news. Is the ocean deep? The ocean is very deep. It's time for us to share this story with our viewers. The ocean covers most of the fish live in the ocean. Dolphins are mammals. The ocean is very deep. Your story was really concise, to the point. I hope you'll accept these Power Peanuts as my thanks. Do you want to stay here and write the news, or go out there? Newspaper. Parade will honor city workers. There will be a parade on Saturday. It will honor the workers who serve our city. The mayor said, "We are very happy to have this parade. It is one way to say thank you." One float will have police officers on it. "The police protect people from crime and help us drive safely," said the mayor. "They make sure people obey the law. A fire truck will be in the parade too. Firefighters put out fires and keep us safe," the mayor said. Post office workers will also be in the parade. "Mail carriers bring us our letters and packages," said the mayor. "They work hard, even in rain and snow." The parade will start at 9 o'clock in the morning. It will go down Main Street, and there will be a lot of pop music. Then there will be a picnic in the park. Casey will serve corn dogs. What do the police do? The protect people. You are a hard-hitting journalist. What do mail carriers bring us? Mail carriers. Letters. Us. You have a nose for news. What kind of music does the parade have? The has jazz. Jazz. Music. That sentence doesn't deal with the topic at hand. Pop. You have a nose for news. What food will Casey serve? Casey serve corn dog. Now that's a great news story. The police protect people. Mail carriers bring us letters. The parade has pop music. Casey will serve corn dogs. We got the commercial on the air in time. Here's your reward. I hope you know that journalists work for Power Peanuts. More story ideas are coming into the newsroom all the time. Do you want to do some more?
The flags change your curriculum skill level for the current game. The flags change your curriculum skill level for the current game.
Encyclopedia webpage. My visit to Grandpa's farm. Welcome to my website. If you like animals, you will like this site. I live in the city, but every summer I visit my grandpa's farm. I help with the farm chores. The best thing about the farm is that it has animals. Farm animals are tame, not wild, and they are very useful. There are many cows on Grandpa's farm. Cows give us milk and butter. Grandpa also has a lot of chickens in the hen house. He lets me gather their eggs and put them in a basket. The sheep and goats on the farm give meat and milk. Fluffy sheep also give us wool. Grandpa also raises ducks, geese, and turkeys. Every year he sends us a big fat turkey for the holidays. Are farm animals wild? Not. Wild. Farm. That's brilliant! That sentence is going into our store. What do chickens give us? Chickens. Us. Eggs. You are a hard-hitting journalist. What does Grandpa send for the holidays? Grandpa. Big. Turkey. You are a hard-hitting journalist. What else does Grandpa raise? Grandpa. Ducks. Ducks. Don't lose that word. Ducks. Let's keep also. Ducks. It's time for us to share this story with our viewers. Farm animals are not wild. Chickens give us eggs. Grandpa sends a big turkey. Grandpa also raises ducks. The sponsors will be more than happy to reward you with these Power Peanuts as a thank you for getting their commercial on the air. Storybook. Edison gets ready for a fire. Edison saw CJ on a ladder in the hall. "What are you doing?" he asked. "I'm testing the smoke alarm," said CJ. "If a fire ever comes, I'll be ready." "I want to be ready too," said Edison. "What can I do?" "To prepare for a fire, you need to make an escape plan," said CJ. "Look for any door or window you could use. Remember, in a fire, smoke goes up," said CJ. "The air is best near the floor, so stay low or crawl. If a door feels hot, do not open it." "I'll remember," said Edison. "Get out as fast as you can," CJ said. "Do not hide inside." "Hey, CJ, why don't we go visit the fire station?" asked Edison. "Great idea," said CJ. "The fire station has new yellow fire trucks." CJ and Edison met firefighters, and they saw a white dog with black spots. The fire chief gave Edison some books about fire safety. CJ and Edison were very happy. "Edison," CJ asked, "why don't we go home and finish our fire escape plan?" They went home and lived safely ever after. What did CJ do on the ladder? CJ tested the smoke alarm. That punctuation will confuse me when I go on the air. Alarm. Oh, you captured what we need to say. How did Edison get ready for a fire? Edison made an escape plan. You have a nose for news. Should you open a hot door in a fire? Do not open a hot door. That's brilliant! That sentence is going into our store. In a fire, is it good to hide inside? Do not hide inside. Now that's a great news story. CJ tested the smoke alarm. Edison made an escape plan. Do not open a hot door. Do not hide inside. Your story was really concise, to the point. I hope you'll accept these Power Peanuts as my thanks. News happens all the time, so there's inside the oceans. A good reporter gets all the facts. Let's finish reading before we move on to the next step. The ocean. The ocean covers most of the earth. Most of the world's water is in the ocean, but we can't drink it. It has too much salt for us. Many wonderful things live in the ocean. Many kinds of fish live there. Whales and dolphins live in the ocean too. Whales and dolphins are mammals, not fish. The ocean is very deep. We can go under the water in a submarine. We get food and many other things from the ocean. The ocean even helps to make rain. The heat of the sun changes water to a gas. The gas is like the steam from very hot bath water. The gas in the air forms clouds. When clouds cool down, they release rain and snow. Some rain runs off of the land and right back into the ocean. What lives in the ocean? Starfish live in the ocean. That sentence doesn't deal with a top fish. Oh, you captured what we need to say. Are dolphins fish? Dolphins are mammals. Oh, you captured what we need to say. Are whales big animals? Whales are big animal. That's brilliant! That sentence is going into our store. Is the ocean deep? The ocean is very deep. Let's keep deep. We're going live with this story. Fish live in the ocean. Dolphins are mammals. Whales are big. The sponsors will be more than happy to reward you with these Power Peanuts as a thank you for getting their commercial on the air. We're gathering more news, so I'd be most...
The flags change your curriculum skill level.
Encyclopedia, newspaper. Baby animals born in the forest. Many animals live in the forest, and many of them had babies this year. Many animals live in caves or in nests or even in the ground, said Ranger Jim Hudson. A lot of them had babies in the spring. The bears had cubs, the deer had fawns. The rabbits and the beavers had babies too. There are many trees in the forest. Birds make nests in the trees. Then they lay eggs in the nests. Baby birds come from the eggs. A forest has lots of water, lots of food, and many places to hide. It's a good place for animals to live. The forest is full of new babies, said Ranger Hudson. Be quiet and careful, and maybe you can see them. If you want to quit the game, use the go back. Who lives in the forest? Animal live in the forest. You have a nose for news. Does the forest have many trees? The forest has many trees. You are a hard-hitting journalist. What do birds make in the trees? Birds make nests. Let's keep all our sources on the make. Food. It's a good sentence, but it just doesn't know.
Hi! I pay attention to the characters and people in the things I read. What happens to them? What did they do? How do they feel? If there aren't any people or characters, I pretend the things I'm reading about are people. That's how I remember the details of a story. Thanks for looking. Frank.
Casey. Did you know that you can sometimes figure out what a book is about without even reading it? I can learn details on all 9 planets in this book, like what they're made of and how fast they travel around the sun. I can tell that just from reading the title, chapter and subheadings, and picture captions. Smart thinking!
CJ.
Check this out! When I read, I tend to race ahead to find out what happens, but then I can't remember much. It helps me if I slow down and pretend to act out what I'm reading. Hope that helped.
Yeah, look at this! When I read a story, I pay attention to the details, like the setting, what place, what weather, what time of day. That helps me remember other details of the story. Come back again soon!
Casey, Eleanor.
Hey there! When I read a story, I can hear its sounds in my head. The galloping ponies, and the sound of the surf crashing into the shore. To remember things you read, just imagine how everything sounds. It sure helps me. Till next time.
That sentence doesn't deal with the topic at hand. Eleanor. Keisha. I just learned something interesting. When you know how to decipher the way things are written, it's easy to remember details. You can often figure out what a paragraph is all about by reading the first sentence. Sally was very sad. I can guess that the paragraph will tell me why Sally was very sad. Now I can read the details to find answers to questions. Why was Sally sad? What happened to her? Ta-ta!
Hey there! When I read, I make pictures in my head to help me remember. The little girl was wearing a red cape and holding a picnic basket. Back to the drawing board.
Close.
Nests. You have a nose for news. Where do birds lay eggs? Birds. Lay. Eggs. In. Nests. We're going live with this story. Animals live in the forest. The forest has many trees. Birds make nests. Birds lay eggs in nests. I couldn't have met my deadline without you. Please accept these power peanuts as a token of my appreciation. We're gathering more news, so I'd be most appreciative. Have fun looking for news in the rest of JumpStartville.
It's a good thing you came back, because we're still getting ready for the scooter races. So, where do you want to go now? Click one of our friends' homes, or another building.